Most students have the same problem. They spend hours taking notes, they highlight everything, they write pages and pages, but a few days later, they can barely remember what they studied. And the problem isn't your memory. The problem is the way you take notes. Because most students use notes as a place to store information, but smart students use notes as a tool to train their brain. Today, I'll show you 7 note-taking methods that most students never learn. Methods that can turn boring notes into powerful memory systems. And stay until the end, because the last method is something you've probably never heard of before. Ready? Let's start. Method 1. Emoji Method. Sometimes your notes are correct, but they are boring, and boring information disappears quickly. That's why the Emoji Method works. You connect ideas with simple visual symbols. For example, topic, immune system. Virus enters the body. Immune system detects danger. White blood cells attack. Antibodies remember the enemy. Now your brain doesn't see a paragraph, it sees a story. And stories are much easier to remember. Your emojis are not decoration, they are memory triggers. Use this for processes, scientific concepts, categories, anything with steps. Method 2. Question Method. Most students write notes like this. They collect answers, facts, definitions, information, but they forget one important thing: questions. Your brain is designed to search for answers, so instead of making your notes a list of information, turn them into a conversation. For example, most students write, "The hippocampus plays a major role in memory formation and spatial navigation." Sounds smart, but your brain sees it as another boring sentence. Instead, write, "What part of the brain helps create and organize memories?" Answer: hippocampus. Now your brain has a mission. It has to find the answer. And that small search process makes the information easier to remember. You can use this method for biology, history, medicine, languages, basically any subject where you need to remember details. But the next method works completely differently. Instead of making your brain search, it makes your brain see. And that's where things get interesting. Method 3. Doodle Method. Most students think drawing in notes is a waste of time. They think good notes should only contain words. But your brain remembers things you create, not just things you copy. The Doodle Method turns difficult ideas into simple pictures. And don't worry, your notebook doesn't need to look like a professional artwork. The goal isn't to become an artist, the goal is to help your brain understand. For example, topic, atom structure. Instead of writing, "An atom contains a nucleus made of protons and neutrons with electrons moving around it," draw a simple atom, a big circle in the middle. Inside, protons, neutrons. Around it, small electrons moving in paths. Then just start writing down the smaller details like I do. Now your brain doesn't see a difficult definition, it sees a picture with meaning. And pictures are much easier to remember. Use this method for science concepts, complex processes, abstract ideas. Method 4. The Color Method. Your brain doesn't treat every piece of information equally. Some things are important, some things are examples, some things are easy to forget. So why should your notes look like everything has the same value? The color method gives different meanings to different colors. But remember, using 20 different colors is not studying. That's just turning your notebook into a rainbow explosion. Create a simple system. For example, blue equals main ideas, red equals important facts, green equals examples, yellow equals things I usually forget. Let's say you're studying photosynthesis. Photosynthesis equals how plants create energy. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy. Plants use sunlight to make glucose. It happens inside chloroplasts. Now, when you review, your brain instantly knows what deserves attention. You don't waste time rereading everything. You focus on what matters. Method 5. Mind mapping. Most students take notes like this, line after line after line, like they're writing a textbook. But your brain doesn't remember information like a textbook. It remembers connections. That's why mind mapping is so powerful. Instead of starting from the top of the page, start from the center. Write your main topic in the middle. For example, human cell. Then create branches. Nucleus contains DNA, controls cell activities. Mitochondria produces energy, creates ATP. Cell membrane controls entry and exit of substances. The goal is not creating a beautiful drawing. The goal is seeing how ideas connect. Because when your brain sees relationships, learning becomes much easier. Mind maps work especially well for biology, chemistry, history, psychology, and any subject with many connected ideas. Now you know how to make information easier to remember. But what about information you already learned? How do you stop your brain from deleting it 2 weeks later? That's where the next method helps. Method 6, Sticky Note Method. Sometimes the problem isn't understanding information, it's remembering it later. You study something today, you feel confident. Then 2 weeks later, your brain says, wait, when did we learn this? That's why the sticky note method works. Instead of reviewing everything again and again, put small reminders in places you naturally see every day. For example, learning a new formula, on your mirror, on your desk, or on your laptop. Every time you see the note, your brain gets another reminder, and repeated exposure helps information stay longer. Use this for vocabulary, formulas, important concepts. But don't cover your entire room with sticky notes. The goal is not creating a wall of paper. The goal is reminding your brain about what matters most. Method 7, Song Lyrics Method. Have you ever remembered a song from 10 years ago but forgot what you studied yesterday? That's because rhythm is powerful. Music creates patterns, and your brain loves patterns. So why not use that for learning? The song lyrics method turns information into a rhythm your brain can follow. For example, remembering the stages of mitosis. Chromosomes appear, they line up clear. Chromatids separate, 2 new cells are here. Now a boring list becomes something your brain can repeat. You can use this for sequences, lists, vocabulary, rules. Because sometimes the easiest way to remember something is not studying harder, it's making your brain enjoy the process. So those were 7 note-taking methods most students have never even heard of. But remember, the best notes are not the prettiest notes. They are the notes that help your brain understand and remember. Add emojis and doodles for visual memory. Ask questions for active thinking. Organize your notes with colors. Use mind maps to understand difficult information. Keep sticky notes for repetition. Turn information into songs when you need to remember it quickly. Don't just create notes, create a system that works with your brain. Because studying isn't about collecting more information, it's about making information stay. So, comment below, which method are you actually going to try first? And if you want to take your studying to the next level, watch this video where I break down all the best study methods in one place. I'll see you in the next video.